The Premier League is indeed coming to an end, and I think it's time for final game of the season predictions. It's that time. I've not done actual game predictions yet, but now's the time. Yeah, let's get straight into this. Arsenal 3, Everton 1. I think that Arsenal could pull off something here. I think so. Mikel Arteta could win his first Premier League and, I don't know, maybe a trophy. Arsenal still haven't won the Prem since their invincible season, which was about 21 years ago, and Everton still surviving relegation. But I think Arsenal could pull off a 3-1 victory, maybe even 3-0 or 4-1, but I don't know. They could pull off something. They could win the Premier League, and I'm saying they will. I don't want City to win. I've gone with Martinelli to score, Rice to score, and also Leandro Trossard, and also Dominic Calvert-Lewin consolation goal. Yep, no problem. Next. Brentford 1, Newcastle 2. I think I've said that too many times, but I don't think Brentford can get a result here. Thomas Frank won't pull off a luxurious victory against Newcastle, but this doesn't really mean anything, to be fair. Newcastle... Actually, no, it does mean something, to be fair. Newcastle could get Conference League with a result, and that's why I've gone with a 2-1 result with Newcastle. Isak with a brace, and Wissa getting a goal as well. And, yeah, I think that Newcastle will win. Brighton 2, Manchester United 2. I think this will be a great, entertaining game between Brighton and Manchester United. Roberto De Zerbi's last game in charge, and possibly Eric Ten Hag's last game in charge. Last game for Rafael Varane as well. I think he's still injured, so he won't even be playing. And last game for Anthony Martial as well. But I've gone with a 2-2 draw. For Brighton, I have Joao Pedro and Pascal Gross scoring. And for Manchester United, I have Rasmus Højlund and Bruno Fernandes to score. Burnley 0, Nottingham Forest 1. I believe that Nottingham Forest will survive the Premier League again. I don't think Luton can stay up at this point, but if they did lose to like 5-0 and then Luton Town beat Fulham like 6-0, that would be incredible for Luton Town. Even if Luton Town try their best, they're not gonna survive. And I think Nottingham Forest will beat Burnley at Turf Moor. Vincent Kompany, he's not had a good season at Burnley, even though Burnley were looking insanely promising after their 100-point championship season. I think it was 102, actually. But I was predicting them in my TikTok predictions. I'll do a reaction to that next week. But I think I had them around mid-table, which... absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, Burnley have done not well. I thought they'd do well. But yeah, I've gone with Nottingham Forest to win 1-0 with Morgan Gibbs-White to score. Chelsea 3, Bournemouth 2. This will be an entertaining final game of the season. I don't know about you, but Chelsea have been in red-hot form recently. They're not the mid-table Mandem that they used to be. We've taken that job now. We have taken that job now. And Bournemouth have also had a good season, being in 11th. And to be fair, being from the South Coast, I do rate Bournemouth. I'm saying Bournemouth will go, in front at the start of the game, but then fall off right at the end, because, I think that's, a Bournemouth thing. But, Mauricio Pochettino will take them to a win. And that's why I'm saying Chelsea 3, Bournemouth 2. For Chelsea, I've gone with Palmer to score a brace and Madueke. And for Bournemouth, I've gone with Solanke and Kluivert to score. Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 1. Crystal Palace are in red-hot form. They've won so many games. 1-0 against Liverpool. I think there was a 5-2 against West Ham. A 4-0 against Manchester United. They are in insane form. I don't know what Eze and Elise are cooking and Robert Glasner. I think that Crystal Palace will have an insane next season. They will do fantastic. It's not going to be like a Leicester 2015-2016, but I'm saying Crystal Palace have a decent shot at Europe, possibly. That is an absolutely disgraceful take, but if that happens, you lot can say sorry. But I'm saying Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 1. Aston Villa secure. I think they have already, but they'll secure their Champions League hope. They'll secure Champions League. Unai Emery has done a fantastic job bringing them back in to like Champions League and all that, and also making them survive in the 22-23 season. Aston Villa were amazing this season. At the start of the season, I thought they could win the Prem, to be honest. I thought they would have won the Prem. So, yeah, with that said, Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 1, Eze to score for Crystal Palace, and Ollie Watkins to score for Aston Villa. Liverpool 2, Wolves 0. I think that Liverpool will get a solid victory, even though it means absolutely nothing. They'll get a victory over Wolves. Wolves don't really need this that much, so they won't even try that much, but they'll still try. Liverpool, it's a final game for Jurgen Klopp. It is absolutely devastating for Liverpool fans. Not me. Yes. But yeah, it's still sad that Jurgen Klopp is leaving the Premier League. And maybe Salah could be going as well to like... He was linked to Al Ittihad last season, but he could be going as well, but we have no idea on that. But yeah, I'm still saying Liverpool 2, Wolves 0. Gary O'Neill has done a fantastic job keeping Wolves in the mid-table where they normally are. And yeah, maybe Wolves can be back to their best. But for Liverpool, I've gone with Mohamed Salah and Alexis McAllister to score. Luton Town 0, Fulham 2. It will be a nice, calm, clean sheet victory away from home for Fulham at Kenilworth Road. Luton Town, it doesn't really mean much to them anymore, but I mean, they could still survive, but it is not happening. Fulham, they were very good around the season with a 5-0 win against Fulham, 5-0 win against Forest. And then after that, they just kind of fell off a little bit. But Fulham have been a bit inconsistent. Because, like, they go from, like, back-to-back 5-0 victories to now only scoring one in their last 3. Which is pretty terrible. But, I mean, I think the 4-0 against Man City will put them down a little bit. But they'll still get a win here against Luton Town. I think for Fulham, Rodrigo Muniz will score and Paulinho will score for his final game, I think, because he might be going. But he'll score an absolute screamer, you watch. Manchester City 2, West Ham 2. Don't look at me like bias. Don't look at me like I have bias at all. I think West Ham have enough quality to make them draw and make Arsenal win the Premier League. West Ham have enough quality in that. They pulled Leverkusen back to like a 1-1 draw in the second leg in the Europa League, nearly making Leverkusen lose. But, yeah, West Ham have that quality, even though they have lost 5-2 to Crystal Palace and, was it 5 or 6-0 against Chelsea? I think it was 6-0. It was a big thrashing against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And their most recent game, 3-1 win against Luton Town. I think they're back in form, so they could grab a draw against Manchester City. For Manchester City, I've gone with Premier League Player of the Year, Phil Foden to score, and also Erling Haaland. And for West Ham, I have Mohamed Kudus and Jarrod Bowen to score. Sheffield United 0, Tottenham 5. Tottenham will thrash Sheffield United on the final day, making sure that Sheffield United concede the most goals in a Premier League season. I think they already have, but they'll push them down a lot more deeper. Sheffield United have been absolutely terrible this season. I thought they were going down, but I didn't think they were going to go down this terribly. Sheffield United have been absolutely abysmal. Tottenham, on the other hand, they've not been alright. They've not been good. Tottenham are in horrible form, only getting 1 win in their last 5. Heung-min Son hat-trick to end off the season. James Madison to score as well. And why not Pape Sarr to score as well? Anyways, that is the end of the video. Tell me your predictions in the comments, and if you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll be uploading on Tuesday, so yeah, get ready for that.